A message from the angels, via Ann Albers. April 24, 2019. Resurrecting good feelings. My dear friends, we love you so very much. Search your hearts, dear ones. What is it you would most like to feel here upon this earth? Take a moment, shut your eyes, breathe, and ask the question, dear heart of hearts, what would you most like to feel here upon this earth, right here, right now? You might hear your heart say it wants to feel safe, loved, abundant, free, alive, worthy, peaceful, healthy, comfortable in the body, or a variety of other wonderful loving feelings. Trust whatever comes up inside of you. Now shut your eyes. Breathe, and imagine relaxing into the arms of the divine, in much the same way as a wave relaxes back into the ocean. Imagine relaxing backwards into a blissful presence of love. Ask yourself, as I relax into the arms of the divine, what would it feel like to feel safe, loved, abundant, free, alive, worthy, peaceful, healthy, comfortable in the body? Whatever you wanted. Sit and breathe as your very own soul, in cooperation with the divine, begins to give you a feeling that answers this question. As I relax into the arms of the divine, what would it feel like to feel my feeling? Breathe deeply, and, if you need to, repeat the question until you connect with the feeling. Then surrender. Breathe. Enjoy. If you do this for several minutes, you will begin to experience the feeling you wished for. Relax into it. Luxuriate in the feeling. If you do this exercise daily, you will begin to die unto the struggles in your life, and resurrect the light within. In truth, nothing can kill the light within you. No amount of lack, loss, death, destruction, unkindness, cruelty, etc., can ever rob you of these loving feelings inside. These crucifixions of life can only make you forget that this light lives within you. In this exercise, you remember. You resurrect. You temporarily surrender your pain and problems, and allow your soul to remind you of the love that has been, and always will, live within you. As a result, this love and light cannot help but be mirrored to you in your outer world. As you surrender to feeling peace, your life will become more peaceful. As you surrender to feeling loved, your life will become more loving. As you surrender to feeling worthy, you will no longer be able to stay around people who treat you as if you are not. As you surrender to feeling of abundance, your life will begin to reflect that. As you surrender to love, your life will become infinitely more loving. What does not match your inner world will fall away, and what does will be drawn unto you. Dear ones, we in the heavens know earth can be deeply challenging. We also know that within you lie deep reservoirs of all that you wish to feel, experience, and know in this lifetime. Tap into it. Feel it. Watch it appear in your lives. Happy Easter to those of you who celebrate it. Happy Passover. Happy joy-filled season of resurrecting the light within you. God bless you. We love you so very much. The Angels. Message from Ann. This is a different year for me than usual. I decided at the beginning of the year that other than normal work, emails, social media, newsletters, and classes, I would not push myself to do any new projects. I would not worry about where my life was going, or what I would do next. I chose instead to focus on radiant well-being, comfort in the body, cleaning up, organizing my life, and diving deep within. After 23 years of this work, it was time. Soon after I started focusing on feelings of freedom, peace, and comfort in the body, I stumbled on the Wim Hof method. The breathing alone is a game changer. It fills me with energy and peace every morning. It has helped me become stronger, more flexible, and when problems come up, they are quick to go. I love it. The cold exposure was an unexpected surprise that has shown me I'm capable of overcoming fear and using my mind over matter much more deeply than I thought. It has given me feelings of freedom and vibrancy in ways I never dreamed, and these feelings have been mirrored in vibrant experiences in the outer world. Just last weekend I went hiking up north. Although it is warm already in Phoenix, I was in for a surprise. When I arrived in the early morning hours, the forest was 35 degrees Fahrenheit, and there was snow on the ground in places. I didn't have the proper layers, so I breathed deeply, focused on being warm, and within a few minutes was peeling off layers and hiking in a t-shirt. I couldn't believe it. I felt the cold air on my skin, and yet I also felt a delicious warmth inside. It was exquisite. I felt vibrantly alive. I was so warm I hiked in the ice water up to my knees at the end of the trail, and later that day, when the air temperature warmed up, went swimming in the cold creek. It was surreal. When I dreamed up feelings of well-being earlier in the year, I had no idea I could feel this beautiful. The angels have taught me that going within, feeling the good feelings inside, is all I need to do to create a chain reaction in the entire universe to bring me those feelings externally as well. When you start a feeling inside, often what you get in your outer life is far beyond what you could ever imagine. Try finding the feeling. Here are a few tips for dying to your problem and resurrecting the light within. 1. Do the exercise from this week's angel message. Ask yourself, dear heart of hearts, what would you most like to feel here upon this earth, right here, right now? Trust the answer. It might be peace, love, health, comfort, abundance, or any number of other feelings. Then shut your eyes. Imagine relaxing backwards into a blissful presence of love, in the same way that a wave relaxes into the ocean. Ask yourself, as I relax into the arms of the divine, what would it feel like to feel whatever feeling you wanted? Wait until you feel this feeling. Sit in this space, feeling your feeling. Keep breathing, and repeat the question, if you need to, in order to sustain the feeling. Do this for at least a minute, if you can. See if you can memorize the feeling, just by using your intention to do so. When I was physically unwell in the past, this meditation was a lifesaver. Temporarily I could feel completely well. The more I did it, the easier it was to feel good. 2. Try to remember this feeling throughout the day. From time to time throughout the day, make it a point to remember your good feeling. For example, if it was peace, and you are rushing around, take a moment to stop, breathe, and see if you can remember what that peace from the exercise above felt like. In time it will become easier and easier. You are resurrecting this feeling from within, and rewiring your brain to feel it more easily. When I wasn't healthy in the past, I'd stop and focus on feeling good throughout the day, just using my imagination to connect with those feelings I felt in the exercise. 3. Look for evidence of this feeling in the outer world. At first you may not see much. If your life has been stressful and anxious, it may take a little while before the peace you have been resurrecting from the inside is reflected on the outside. Keep looking. For example, you may see a beautiful tree and feel an instant of peace. Or you may get a kind email and breathe deeply. In the past you might not have noticed those good feelings. Keep an eye out for them. Your good feelings reflect in your life, at first subtly, then in greater ways. The more you look for them, the more you'll see. For example, when I wasn't feeling so well, I started looking for every small feeling of feeling healthy, comfortable in my body, and vibrantly alive, and over time life is presenting more and more opportunities for me to feel this in greater ways. My wish for all of us is that we can continue to resurrect the light of love, happiness, health, joy, abundance, and so much more from within, and truly live a life of heaven on earth. I hope this helps you achieve that just a little bit more each day. Love you all. Ann.